Cool. Okay. So, um,
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure like what the best way to do this, right? Because constantly double checking each other's streams is pretty awkward. I guess we
yeah.
just go through it like one turn at a time and talk about stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's gonna be pretty slow developing.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, we go through one turn at a time. Here's this. Closing Google because that takes too much of my CPU. Um, maybe the deal is we go through from each side instead of simultaneous.
Sure. Yeah, that
That
makes
makes more
sense.
sense because then I can like stream both.
Cool.
Um,
I guess let's just go through it from your side first, or like it doesn't matter actually.
yeah, we can go through it through my side first because I have it pulled up. Do you just want to like watch the stream instead? That might like take some like computer issues off of me.
Cool. Yeah, sure.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. Yeah, so like I don't think there's anything to say about the mulligan.
Henry, I don't know what your Twitch is.
Oh, sure. It's Henry22. I posted a tweet. I think I tagged you. If that's probably easier.
Oh, yep, I see it. Cool. Okay, so this was your original seven?
Yeah. It's like pretty good.
Oh wait, I mute your stream because I'm getting. Okay, this worked for me. Sorry, what were you saying?
Did you meet my do I need to do anything or did you need to meet my stream?
I muted your stream and I'm listening to you in Discord.
Sure. So I played fetid pools. That seems like pretty fine. Because I might want to use these to trade for a card. And then I'm gonna play most of my lands anyway. It's going fast. I don't wanna. So,
Weird, like the replay is weird. There's no good like medium speed.
yeah. I'm trying to. I feel like there is normally, but I don't. So there haven't really been too many interesting decisions. So let's do that. I guess this is an interesting decision. I think I like opt here. So I bottom that, which is to me fine because I have this like dig through time for card advantage.
Sure.
You can like dig into other 4 mana draws, but I'm pretty sure I like censored your Uro, which is
That makes sense. Yeah, because you have like the double sinister.
yeah. So I just pass, and I have dig up, but yeah, obviously I let that one resolve because I'm going to dig. Try and pause what I hit here. So I take Rewind Fabled Passage. I think Fabled Passage is better than the average land here, like than the other lands. I'm pretty sure I want to land. Like I don't. I think I'm just gonna like never get to cycle this here. So
You mean off the dig, right? Yeah. So
yeah.
you took Fabled. Yeah, that makes sense.
I guess there's a question of if I want to play this Fabled Passage here.
I don't know like the deck well enough. I might have taken the pulls there.
My deck.
Yeah.
It could be that there's. I can just like. It could just be that there's no downside, right? Like I'm thinking I'm just gonna play it next turn, and then I have a tap land, and I can draw like a 1-drop. But if I draw another land, I might want to. The thing is, like, I'll get some filtration from here. And I don't know if I'm supposed to play the Watery Grave there too. But yeah. So obviously I bought him those. Man, that was like a good draw, but I don't think anything really mattered here. No, I didn't eliminate. I'm pretty sure I was going to escape arrow, then I want to rewind shark.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
When I have so few cards in hand, and it's kind of later into the game, the Cobra isn't worth as much. At least like, not in this matchup. In some matchups, I kind of want to do a thing where I chain like an escape into an escape or something. If I can just resolve the escape.
No, I agree. I'm thinking about this Omnath. I guess it's probably better to have a 4/4 shark so I can apply some pressure, but my counters are really valuable. And I think I can trade with an Omnath with this shark token. Just like in general. Like they're always going to trade here.
You think about countering the Omnath because it looks like okay.
Yeah. I cast a rewind on the Omnath because I wanted to like cycle this and get in for 4, but like I'm probably like that. I'm starting to think of like if that's like correct or not. I'm curious. I don't know.
Maybe it was just like hard casting the Typhoon, right?
No, I'm talking about like if I want to cast rewind on Omnath.
Why would you not? Are you saying sabotage over rewind?
I'm thinking just like cycling, and then like I let you have an Omnath, and like it doesn't really provide any valuable resources here.
Just like a card draw spell. I don't think you let it resolve.
Sure, I guess like the thing is like your deck has a lot of lands, and I kind of just want to counter the key spells, but like I do because of these Uros, I do actually need to like close the game.
Wait, yeah. Now that you bring that up, maybe you just let the Omnath go.
It's pretty interesting about like there are like developments where this game can develop where I draw a couple of lands and I just die, whereas like I could have just like had a 4/4 shark against your Omnath. But at the same time, I think I'm gonna have to like these Uros do represent me wanting to kill you. So I think it's probably fine to counter it.
It is like definitely clear. I think there's a case to be made for not countering the Omnath, but also countering is fine. It's all pretty close.
Yeah, I think I like lean towards countering it just because like Uro's gonna be like pretty annoying. Like normally I can just like make you flood, but you're gonna get this back enough of the time. Here I'm pretty sure I just eliminate. Yeah, it does not seem like a reason to sabotage. Did I? Yeah, I bottomed that because like.
Would it bottom? It just grazed by. I didn't see it.
Oh, it was Extinction Event.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Like I could exile an Uro, but you just have another one, so I just like rather find a counter spell before I die to like 2 impactful spells. Yeah, I don't know if too much interesting happens this game. The Omnath thing's like is a pretty interesting question, but I don't know. Pretty sure I just
like how the game plays out if you let the Omnath go, I guess.
Yeah, I mean the way it would like play out is just like counter only the things that matter, and you like flood, but because you don't have spell lands. But yeah, just like it seems rough with Uros. Is there any relevance to Scry 2 first versus Surveil? You do want to Surveil first, right?
Yeah, you Surveil first, right?
Yeah, cool. It's just like I wasn't quite sure. And then obviously like those are very good. I'm gonna win the game. Yeah, and your deck has nothing in like instant speed, so I can like rewind's very good game 1 and much more dangerous game 2.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's like it's a free castle, sure. I'm gonna close out of this. I think the subsequent games are more interesting, or at least game 3. But it's like worth checking.
Sure.
Actually, do you want to watch that game from your your side?
Sure. Yeah, let me pull it up. So are you gonna like open that up through Discord?
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'll show you that.
Don't crash my computer challenge. Okay.
I bottomed that.
So
I
what hand
rolled
did you
that hand.
mulligan?
It's just not good. I kept this hand because it's good.
What did you mulligan?
It was. Wait, let me show you the exact.
Sure.
So I mulliganed this. It's just super slow. It doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm tempted
It
just to
also
like
doesn't have.
jam things, but like you might not even be able to jam all the cards. It's probably fine. You're also just gonna get like
blue is super important. I'm missing blue, which is
yeah. I think it's like a more reasonable game one hand, but game two it's harder to run me out of like relevant answers, and you have like better cards in your deck too. So you bottomed retreat here, right?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I'm willing to believe that it's a better card than Omnath. I don't think you lose when you resolve it most of the time against me.
That's actually, yeah. When I was watching this, I noted down that I thought that was a mistake.
Yeah.
The retreat is probably better than Omnath.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. And I do think you want to keep the Cobra.
So good in lots of other places that I think I value it too highly, but retreat is definitely better.
Yeah. It's kind of the weird thing where that's like going to be the better play in the majority of the cases, yeah.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to hold the Cobra. I think I do just jam it.
I think you jam it. Like the thing about Censor is like Cobra very quickly becomes not a card, and Censor is always a card.
Right.
So it's like I get like technically get value out of that if like the game goes later and you have this Cobra that doesn't do much.
Yeah, like if the Cobra resolves, it accelerates me into like the Omnath or the Uro.
Yeah.
If it doesn't resolve, like if it resolves later in the game, it's not doing as much.
Yeah. I'm pretty fine jamming it. Like I think if Censor has like not cycling, it's more interesting.
Yeah. I just play Uro there. That's straightforward. I don't remember what I did here. I think I played the Uro.
Yeah, you played the Uro. That is like. Yeah, I guess you really don't want to get Omnath censored.
I mean, yeah.
But it did set me up for dig through time pretty well. Which is rough. Like, I just got to like dig for free there. Like,
that's a good point. I was just not thinking about dig at all.
Yeah, I might have just jammed dig. It seems good. Okay. I mean, jammed Omnath. I think like it would be rough to get it censored because you don't want to trade an actual spell for one card against me. Because I think I'm gonna have generally more raw cards against you.
Right.
And it's just that
how many censors do you have? Do you have like a
I had four. I had four in my deck. I think
the only thing I was thinking about when I made the decision was playing around censor.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking about dig at all, and I probably should have been.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. Like, it's a pretty early dig relative to what normally happens in the format. So that's interesting. I'm not like confident in either one. It's just.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when I was watching this game, there were very few things that I noted down as like, oh, I messed up. I know there was like two or three things I hard messed up in game two, but I was winning so hard at this point. All of the other stuff was mostly like percentages one direction or the other.
I find like jamming two cards that have reasonable effects on the game state to be really hard to weigh sometimes. Like, but
yeah, definitely.
Okay. I think I might have played the like if you had if you had a red source, like you would get to play Omnath as like enough mana anyway, but like I think like retreats are pretty punishing. Like I'm not sure if it's correct still, but I think drawing retreats a pretty punishing reason for not playing the Omnath.
Right. Yeah, if I was thinking about dig that turn, I think I would have played Omnath over red. So I played retreat over Omnath here. I'm not sure which one I'm supposed to play, honestly.
I think you play the Omnath. I think it's. Let me think. Did you play a land this turn? No. So
No, one hand.
cool. So I think you want to. Oh, you can't actually get the Omnath bonus, can you? That's rough. That changes
Yeah,
what I was.
because I would have to crack
Yeah.
the fable.
So in my head, I was thinking jamming the Omnath is like if retreat's better to resolve, then you can always resolve it if you play the Omnath anyway. I'm at a bias towards playing the Omnath because like I'm gonna have to like spend counters on your Omnath and arrows at some point anyway. Um, I think it would have gone like Cobra Omnath.
Yeah, that makes sense. I
Was there any reason you didn't play the Cobra here? Oh, because you wanted to. If you
I
wanted if
wanted
retreat resolved, you
my
wanted to.
triggers. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I kind of like Cobra Omnath because, like, I think you can like realistically try and wear me down with the more medium cards.
Yeah, I
Then, like-
definitely should have led on Cobra, I think,
Yeah.
because maximize retreat triggers is kind of stupid. Like, if the retreat resolves, I'm in a very good spot anyways.
Yeah.
So I should have led on Cobra, and then Omnath is probably better than retreat here.
Yeah. I guess like I think if you're playing the retreat, it's fine to not play the land first
Right.
because you do want enough lands to like maybe beat like a hard cast Dark Typhoon or something.
Sure.
If that because that's like what that card forces me to do. But yeah, I think like in general, just like maybe valuing retreat higher is reasonable.
Yeah, I definitely have like Omnath over Felidar Retreat. Like my valuation of the cards was skewed. But yeah, anyways, I played it. Blah blah blah. Is that the wrong button? There. Wait, is the replay broken? Playback finished exiting? What?
Huh.
Well, you see that on the right side.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we saw what happened. The rest of the game is like countered your spells. Did anything interesting happen?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. So I'll do game 2. So what am I doing here? Magic Online. Let's refresh. Cool. Magic Online, why?
Wow, you didn't say hello back to Luca Jack 2006. How could you, Henry?
Is that Julian's little brother? I think it is. Huh. Do you just want to start the second game? My Magic Online's being weird.
Oh, sure. Okay. Let me turn the screen back on.
Yeah.
I think I cut this hand.
Yeah, I don't think you all get these. It's like raw cards do matter in this matchup.
Wait, why did I see a... Did you just send me a message? On Magic Online?
No, it's from the... It
Oh,
pops
it's from
up.
Ping? Does it? Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. It treats it like a normal match. Like, so you do get notifications.
I actually think there's like some consideration for not leading on the breeding pool, so I'm not representing. So you're less likely to think of dispute, basically.
So I think the problem with that is if you ever have to shock it, it hard represents it. At this point, I guess if you did you have the Uro or not? You didn't have the Uro when you played it, right? You didn't, right?
So like what I was thinking as the alternative is I lead on I just play the breeding pool on 2. The only reason I would have to like if I draw a growth spiral, I'm gonna have to shock anyways, and there's nothing I would use the dispute on 2. So I might as well just like not hold up blue and represent it less, I guess.
That's fair. I don't know, like maybe I played around dispute more, but at the same time,
It's super micro thing, just like a thing I was
I
thinking
would,
about.
I would really like to say as a player, I would assume this means they don't have dispute, and I assume they wouldn't counter any of my 2 drops.
Right.
So, but like it is open. Like I think with open deck lists, it really doesn't matter because I know either way, you're just not going to counter my 2 drop.
Yeah, for sure.
But
No, but like it also the way I sequence my lands like influences what you think is in my hand, right? So all I'm saying is if I don't lead on the breeding pool, I think
well,
your estimation of me having dispute has to go down.
if you're if you don't think you dispute any of my 2 drops, and I don't think you do either, and I think you know that, then it doesn't change anything.
Yeah, sure.
It changes something if I think you are, um, and maybe I'm like lying and I'm more influenced by the way things look than what they actually mean. But I think like I guess
I don't think it's particularly
yeah, I guess you play
impactful.
the breeding pool because you have to shock anyway.
Right.
Like if there was a chance you had to shock, I think it's like less relevant. At this point, though, if you were to ever play this matchup again, having talked about this, it loses all of its value.
Yeah. So I just played the Uru over the Teferi because I'm hoping to like go Teferi plus dispute.
Yeah, that's fair. And that would have been really good because I used to dispute. I think.
Yeah, and then I think I like end up not finding a second blue for a really long time, so I can't really go like Omnath plus
Yeah,
dispute or Teferi plus dispute.
but I think something just resolves here at some point.
Wait, did I play? No. I'm really unhappy with this. That was like a thing I noted down as a mistake. I don't think I'm supposed to play retreat here.
Yeah, for sure. I think you played Teferi.
Yeah. Because next turn I can go retreat plus dispute backup.
Yeah.
That was bad.
You could also play Omnath. I think either of those are fine. The one thing is like, I'm pretty sure I don't. I'm pretty sure there's like pretty unlikely I have a sensor here. But there is like just the chance that I drew it for turn too,
Sure.
and then it's
There's a
like
case for Omnath and a case of for Teferi, but it's definitely not supposed to be retreat
I
here.
think it's yeah it's Omnath, but it's definitely not retreat. But we can keep going.
Oh, and I play Omnath here? I'm trying to remember what was in my mind when I was playing this game. I feel like I maybe just pass and spiral here. Um, hmm. I'm not sure what
So
I'm
I
supposed to do here.
didn't play a land.
Right, you missed a
Um,
land. Okay.
what does spiraling set you up for? Just like finding a second
Finding
blue.
a second blue so I can
Yeah,
move
yeah.
this.
I think I'm into that because I'm pretty sure I don't beat a Teferi from this scenario a lot.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, because you didn't play a land, so you like 100% have a counterspell. So I'm kind of, I think, supposed to play towards getting the Teferi down with dispute, and then I
yeah.
can start jamming my stuff.
I don't. Yeah, my deck is like all cantrips and counter spells and lands, so it'd be pretty
So
hard.
okay, if you are missing a land, do you cantrip on your own turn to find it?
Um, it does change if I have the counter spell or not, because like it's not like if I take down a mana here, I'm still representing negate, censor, mystical dispute.
Yeah.
So the answer is yes. I would opt or probably. I don't know my hand, but yeah. I think it's
Right.
pretty reasonable to infer I have a counterspell because also if I don't have a counterspell and I don't have lands, I'm just not winning the game. So
Okay.
yeah, I think that's reasonable.
Wait,
If
did I?
if you do play the Omnath, I would shock first. I think it's like
Yeah, the 4 life doesn't matter. If I
like
end up playing on that, I should have
if
shot.
I have like 3 mana up, a Sinister Sabotage, and a Censor, I might wait because the only scenario in which I get punished is the scenario where I have draw 2 lands in a row.
Okay.
And that's like just not super likely and also good for me. So it's like it is plausible a world where I don't cycle a censor and want to censor an Omnath, but that's like a fine trade for you if you get a cantrip.
Yeah, for sure.
think so.
I definitely should have shocked before. I'm nothing here, and I probably should have just passed and spiraled.
Yeah, I think both of those are reasonable.
So you missed the land again. Yeah. Okay. And I draw. Wait, do I play Teferi here?
I don't remember you
No,
playing
okay, I
yeah,
pass.
yeah. Makes sense.
I remember missing second blue for a while, and I think I just pass again here.
Yeah.
My draws are like kind of awkward, but now I find the second blue.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I die here. Like, no, I don't know if it was literal, but
Hi.
hi.
Austin Amulet. Feels bad, man.
Oh.
Sinister.
Yeah, we're just like watching replays of a money match we played a while ago.
Oh, I'm blocking this guy. I don't even care.
Gonna mute Wambo because I'm streaming and I want to have a
Fine.
reputation. Okay. But
Yeah, Henry's streaming. I'm streaming in the Discord. Henry's like streaming on Twitch.
Did he stream our money match?
no, I'm just watching a replay about this because I thought it'd be interesting content.
Am I following you on Twitch? What's your Twitch?
It's Henry22.
Oh yeah, you are streaming. Okay.
I'm pretty sure this resolves and then we can watch from my side.
Yeah, if this just resolves, then. Oh, it doesn't? Okay. I think I like resolved it.
Yeah. Like, it just like eventually you get me with like double dispute.
Right. Yeah. I mean, like, if I just have double dispute, that's one of the best cards I can have. If I have double dispute plus like a payoff, I'm.
Yeah. Oh, sure. You escaped in a row. Huh. That's fine.
That's sort of interesting. I don't know if I like that more than going for an escape.
Yeah, I think
They
it's like
actually have
problematic
Terminator
if you don't
Mage.
get to use these mystical disputes as magic cards.
Right.
At some point, it's probably fine. Like,
Yeah.
you still draw a card, you like make me do something, and like it's probably fine. Like, you force me to counter an arrow instead of like an escape.
Yeah, like escape does more. Yeah. I think I like actually going.
Yeah. Like, double dispute's still gonna work on this turn.
And I think I'm just on now. I'm trying to like make sure that the escape goes through for sure.
Yeah.
And I escape with double dispute, and I think this resolves.
Yeah. Wambo's mad.
I countered a rewind.
Here, I'll unmute.
Wombo mad clap. Wombo mad clap.
Hi, Wambo. You're
Wombo
back.
mad clap.
Okay.
I let the rewind go. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I mean, like, I guess I would have to burn 2 disputes.
I think it's fine. Like, I don't think your disputes, like, at some point, I think you're gonna have to burn 2 disputes in general. Like, I think at this point, the disputes are a package.
Yeah, I think I probably should have double disputed the rewind there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would. So yeah, this. Like, that's also gonna just be like something you weren't thinking about then. It's like, if we both agree now, I don't think we need to talk about it for too long.
Sure.
Obviously, it worked out. You disputed my Gearhulk.
Ooh.
Is Ugin what I died to this game? Ugin is what I died to. Yeah, he's like you see
Is
if I would have
that
died with the
okay?
dispute anyway, or like won with the dispute anyway. Like, I think you could have.
Wait, did I just ultimate the Ugin?
Yeah, cool.
Oh, yeah, okay.
What does Ugin's ult do?
You, like, draw 7, you can put them on the battlefield or into your hand or something?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
So it's basically like an ultimatum.
All permanents go to the. No. You draw 7, and then you can select 7 permanents from them.
Okay, Henry, does your replay work now?
Let me restart this.
Sure.
If you have a bunch of permanents in hand, and then you draw all spells.
Here you can see my generic screensaver. And observe the total amount of characters in my Magic Online password. I don't think my decisions are particularly interesting. I think I just countered the things that killed me. But I'll look because like you can miss things. But
Sure.
Applap and Jack gonna steal my.
Who is Applap?
He's an Iowa Magic player.
Why are there Magic players in Iowa?
We aren't
Why
good,
does-
but we're very organized because of Robert Taylor.
Robert Taylor is actually just insane. He does so much.
Imagine that, like that level of like information getting, but it's specifically focused on your state.
Yeah.
Where are you? There. Sad. I haven't played much Magic.
This replay system is
It's good.
like I'm happy to get access to replays, but
Oh,
it's
I just
pretty
like wasn't clicking on the tab it popped open. It just wasn't auto popping open the tab. Cool. We
Okay.
wasted some time.
Oh, Tatiova and Fast Bond is kind of gas.
So
Henry, what did you top for NRG with?
humans. So I think actually something interesting, like looking at my hand, might have done something. Is if you shock to represent Growth Spiral, I can't leave up 1 mana.
Oh, huh.
Because then you can like Growth Spiral into stuff, and I might want to dispute. But like then I just play the island and I don't shock, or I shock and it's 2 damage. And honestly, your 2 life is somewhat relevant because I do have to kill you before letting something resolve. So I think it's fine, but I was just looking at that.
Okay. Yeah.
Like
yeah.
it could come up, but it could like I don't think this specific scenario it really influences much. But like you could construct a scenario in your head where you're like, if I shock in for a fake Growth Spiral, then they can't like do something without risking getting Reclamation, like in a different matchup.
Right.
So like it's at least interesting. And I should have disputed this, right? Maybe. No, because I never no counters for like an Omnath, but I don't know. Like disputes do go bad, but like jamming the retreat seems like you're gonna jam things anyway, and this gives me like negate dispute, which would have been good because I know because you did have the Teferi, so it was like potential to be good. And
Sure.
I got rewarded. You played an Omnath, but so it seems fine. I think this position is like generally fine for me, so I'm curious to see. Like once I hit these land drops, I think I felt okay. So I'm curious how I ended up losing.
Because like it looks like your hand is stuffed with good stuff and
Yeah.
the Gear Hulk to play towards.
Yeah. Oh! I think I ended up getting this Gear Hulk like disputed.
Yeah, you did. I
Which,
think
and
that
then
was
could
like
have had nothing. We traded 1 for 1 a lot.
I think that's actually where I like pulled ahead. Before that, I think we were pretty even.
I mean, I guess it
Because we
didn't
were-
really have much to do with this Gear Hulk anyway. It has like flashback a counter. So you escape a row here. Do I need to kill that with the trigger on the stack? Probably.
I guess you aren't supposed to let me draw the card. That makes sense.
Yeah, because I can counter anything from 3 mana and not get beat. Yeah. Okay, this turn's probably interesting. So, like, let Omnath resolve. I think I go for Opt Cure Hulk. No, I go for Downfall, which I agree with. Like, I don't think I want to get this thing disputed.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you bottom the Vantress? Vantress like seems like it's so good in a lot of places.
Yeah, it also starts working towards Cure Hulk I can resolve through a dispute. Seems bad.
I don't know. I guess you wanted cards.
It seems bad to, I guess, not bottom it. I don't know. But, like, it does seem like you aren't going to play around a counter spell, so then I'm like... something.
Right.
It's actually a minor hurt. I think I'm supposed to cycle first for more information. I don't think there's any particular upside to leaving up a mana. Because if I hit, like, another payoff, then I definitely want to just jam it for mana efficiency. But if I hit something else, I might want to. Something. But yeah, like, I got it countered, and then I don't know if I needed to jam it there.
Do you have to flashback? Do you have anything other?
I have an op.
Is op the best thing?
Yeah. Or a counter
Look
spell.
at Consideration for holding it, but
Yeah,
I
this is a consideration for just trying to find a counter. But I was like, said, sure. Yeah, I don't know. How many sensors in my deck post board? 4. I don't think I bore them out in any matchup. I think they're, except like some, but like, I'm gonna just cycle it here. So I guess I'm watching from my side for game 3.
Cool.
I feel like this is gonna be the most interesting game by quite a bit. I think the other games were like, no one played perfectly because playing perfectly is hard, but I don't think the outcomes would have been different with any potential plays.
I think game 3 is the one where like choices could have affected the outcome to be something else.
Yeah, okay. So I don't cycle. I agree with that. I have to trade out 1 for 1 a lot. So we've currently not had a decision. One thing is like I technically could have played a Field of Ruin at one point to get more blue sources, but I'm like pretty locked in on just never Field of Ruining you because you don't actually have that many cards to escape Uro with. And it's like if I can make you only can escape it once or twice, that's like pretty beatable. So I don't know. Like yeah, there's options to play in the field. I could have just. Oh, he could have countered the Heartless Act on Kenrith. Bullwinkle smart.
Yeah, I totally missed that. That would have been the game would have been even more over than it was.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe it was bait. I wanted to tap you out, obviously. So I don't dispute this, which makes sense because I want to draw 2 cards. I'm like fine trading disputes for Uros because my disputes do go bad, but like it does not seem worth it to spend a mana when I can spend 4. I'm also fine not resolving it because it's like not like a dig level of card advantage. And I actually did get like mildly like I did end up having to use the field, which I don't love, to get blue, but okay, that's interesting. I topped that Fabled Passage. I think that's like the first thing that makes a lot of sense about talking about.
You topped Fabled Passage? Oh, here. Okay, just now.
I topped it at the end of last turn.
Topped it because you want Rewind plus Gust?
Yeah, I guess that's reasonable. I think like it could be bad. Like
I would have bottomed it. I don't think there's many spots where you need like the Rewind plus the Gust, but
I mean, Like, here I use Rewind plus Gust. I actually don't know if I need to use the Gust. The spot put me, like, really far behind, I think. I think I was really far behind at this point. Like, if you match up this Uro with the Rewind, I'm going to have what I drew for turn versus your...
Yeah, just Gust is pretty for you.
And I just, like, shocked because of Dispute. So I just, like, don't want to make that super relevant. Yeah. I remember thinking I was pretty dead here.
I'm not sure why I played Escape over Omnath. I honestly don't know.
Here's the thing. I could have played Shark Typhoon with Negate up. But I was like pretty worried about just not finding a spell. Jacob, I basically just I feel like this deck basically just does play Uro now, so I think
It would have 100% cast like the Typhoon there. Maybe that's wrong though.
I was thinking casting it. I thought about casting it. It's really good with so maybe I'm supposed to position myself as far enough behind where I need to cast it and try and change some spells. But like I don't know. I was thinking I could kind of make a 5/5 at some point in this game. I believe I negate and don't cycle my Shark Typhoon here.
Yeah.
Oh, I do. Do I trade with this Omnath? Maybe I cycle and don't trade with the Omnath. I cycled first, which gives me information about trading because of Castle Lockpoint. Sure. I'm smart. Past self was smarter than current self. I will mod you, Bullwinkle. Congratulations. Oops, hit the ban button.
Castle Lockpoint is such an insane draw. It's really good.
Yeah. How do I mod someone?
Click on their name. A list of options should pop up, I think.
I timed him out for 600 seconds on accident. My bad. Okay, you play another Omnath.
Yep.
I think I make a 7/7 here.
Remember, there was like the weird turn where you attacked.
Yeah. I think this is like one mistake.
No, if it was like necessarily a mistake, it ended up being a mistake the way the game ended. But I think it was maybe fine to attack.
Yeah, I really wanted to kill you. I just like sort of underestimated that. Like I thought I was like winning the race. I think it's like pretty bad with the sabotage here because now I have an answer and I can actually like answer the rest of your spells. So I was at a point where like, I think I was trying to mod him and I accidentally timed him out. But I think I ended up with a point here where like I this whole game I felt like I didn't have enough counters for the amount of threats he probably had. And then all of a sudden, I feel like this changes when I have sabotage plus castle. And I got like didn't adjust my game plan. Like the life ended up being pretty relevant.
That makes sense.
And I think I shouldn't counter this, right?
Counter what?
Uro. I just like should leave a 7/7 back. There's some merit because like I can draw more cards with my castle. I'm talking about countering the Uro there.
I'm thinking about it. I'm not sure.
So it's funny. Maybe if I don't attack with the shark, I don't think countering the Uro. But like I can definitely use the Lockthwain less.
If you're like at 14 now instead of 10, then I think you can
was I going to get shocked off of the Uro there, off the Omnath there? Had you Uro'd once?
I do not remember. Potentially, I think
no, you hadn't.
So.
You growth spiraled after you Uro'd.
Oh yeah.
So then maybe that's it. Like if I knew I was getting shocked, I don't think I can not counter it because then I kind of just die.
That makes sense.
But I mean, it works out because I can like chain the counter spells. And yeah, and at this point, I just realized I don't attack. But yeah, it's very precarious. It's like you do get the Uro onto the battlefield, so it's like it's to some extent it's kind of like, what am I doing? Like you're just gonna get an Uro onto the battlefield that I'm gonna block with my 7/7 at some point anyway. And here I draw instead of scry because I know I have a Gearhulk, so it's really closer to scry 1.
That makes sense.
And those were two very good draws. Yeah.
It's like the lock plane that really turned this game around.
Yeah, I want to say I did something like particularly impressive to come back from a game I felt like I was behind in, but I actually think I played pretty poorly. I don't know. I think not hardcasting the shark was pretty good. I think I changed myself into another shark, which was pretty good. Like, and I get to just trade with your Omnath. Like, it worked out that I like ended up being able to trade a bunch of times.
I had some weirdness here where I wasn't sure if I should like be attacking just for the card because it's throwing away the Uro or not attacking. Like I just get to bring it back anyways.
As long as you have spells you want to play, I wouldn't.
That's what I ended up doing. Like when I ran out of stuff is when
I think it's fine when
attacking.
you run out of stuff. But I think you could just like there's not like particularly amazing odds I do have interaction every turn. It's not nothing, but it's also not nothing. Yeah, you just gave an arrow. This does put me to 3. I think yeah. I want a castle in response here. That's maybe you have an ultimatum on the top of your deck.
Topped it.
I think not Castle of Interesting is really sus.
Oh, you cycled?
I cycled trigger on the stack. Locked Dwayne.
Yeah.
I
would have Vantress.
Yeah. I'm supposed to Vantress for sure. I'm on a pretty finite number of what's it called? Lock throwing triggers anyway. I'm allowed to use, so it's not like I'm gonna get to use it next turn. So yeah, I cycle. I do this upkeep, and I believe I opt into dig through time here. Yeah, like that got way closer than it needed to. I think if I just scry, I'm going to be in a much better position.
I think like it ended up being super close, but if you like a lot of things you could have done would have made it not close.
I think it still would have been pretty close. Like I think the game ends up pretty close after the attack, but yeah, I do think I made my position slightly worse than I needed to be. I was pretty behind, so I was hoping I like did something really smart, but unfortunately, no. Yeah, it's like rough here because I'm like just like I put myself at a pretty low life total this game anyway. So like now at some point I could die to random stuff in the previous turns because you're at such a high life total.
I think one of the things I messed up was I was just randomly playing lands when I should have been saving them to try to get an Omnath Shock.
Yeah, probably. I don't know what's in your hand, but the classic 50-2. I don't think there's anything that punishes me for that. Attack.
I believe so, no.
You're dead. Cool. Yeah, so there were interesting things. I don't know. I think the key, like think I played okay overall, but like I think the key things were the attack. I just didn't update my mental model of what the game looked like. I think I was like I was thinking I feel like a lot of that game it felt like I was behind on answers, but then all of a sudden it was like I wasn't kind of.
Yeah, that's one of the things I find a lot when I try to like review my games is that I'm not good enough at updating my general heuristics for like the specific situation.
Yeah. Or you can screen share.
Yeah, I'm gonna open it up. Okay, so I shipped this 7, but
Oh,
I
I
think
can't
they're
see.
for keeping it. Can you not?
Yeah, I can now. You ship this. You're
Yeah.
on a draw.
I think it's like pretty close-ish with the spiral. Like I really want white and I want red. If I just wanted one of the two colors, I think it's a lot better. But I need to find two of them basically. I don't know.
I I think you keep this hand game one, but with the way the post board configurations work, I just have like a non-zero extra amount of answers, and you have like interaction to force things through.
Sure.
So I think it's a fine mulligan. I don't particularly know. I think Kenrith is one of the less impressive threats anyway.
Right.
Because I'm like forced to leave in removal, and it doesn't necessarily gain value.
Yeah, I think it's fine to mull, but like it's pretty close, and maybe there's a world where I'm supposed to keep it. But anyways, I'm mulligan. I get this, which I believe I keep.
Yeah, for what it's worth, this hand is better than the first one. I don't know if it means it's correct or not, but
I don't remember what I bought him here. Let me... Ultimatum. That seems fine actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Wambo. So did anything interesting happen? I looked away.
No, this is up to game 3.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I Uro or Spiral here. Okay, I guess I just passed in Spiral. Would you rather Uro? Like the thing is, you had mana up, right? So, I don't know.
So based on my previous tendency to counter Uros and it being bad for you to miss a land drop, I think it's fine to pass. Yeah, I agree. I think like I might jam Uro because like in some scenarios, but like I had like censored and disputed a lot of Uros because I think that's something that's fine in the matchup.
Sure.
It's just like a normal 1-for-1 trade. And sometimes people view it as not 1-for-1.
Right.
But like Uro's always going to get card advantage. You just gotta do the
Yeah,
best play on the board.
I think I like just passing you.
Yeah, I agree. Like it's like based on the way I had played the game. Like so, if, in that scenario, if it really doesn't matter if it resolves or not, I would play the Uro because Grow Spiral can complement a flash plan with like dispute and negate.
Sure. Yeah, like in that particular spot, I'm pretty interested in it resolving because I want to find lands. So I think it's good to pass Spiral up. Anyways,
did you not just play Omnath here? I feel like you didn't.
I think I just played Omnath, but maybe not. What was that?
I think you Uro'd. I think this is a mistake.
Yeah, I 100% should have Omnath here. I have no idea.
I think Omnath is just like 4/4 cantrip in this matchup.
Right. Like I can imagine what I was thinking. I was thinking I wanted to leave up negate, but I 100% am supposed to Omnath here.
Yeah. Like, I just don't play anything. Like negate is a card that goes with your cards more than anything. It's reasonable. I think you've like at this point figured out the idea that And I do like disputing this.
I think I don't remember if I dispute
You
this
do.
or
You
negate
do.
it, but
You dispute it.
I was thinking a bit of just negating and not
Uh,
disputing.
I think
Because,
that's-
dispute is cheaper, and also dispute hits like Gear Hulk, but I think disputing, not negating.
I think
makes sense.
negate's like much better
Yep.
as a card to have. Like I'm starting to get to like 5 to 6 mana, at which point dispute becomes worse.
Exactly. Yeah, well, I just on that here.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm a little sus of the negate. Oh, you don't negate. Sure.
Do you wanna negate
I agree.
no, okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
You Field of Ruin my thing, yep.
Yeah. Which I really don't like to do in this matchup. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you needed the blue, like, what else? I think I Omnath here again. Ah, the buttons keep moving. Yeah, I just Omnath.
You Omnath, it's like I'm in a position where I kind of like Omnath can like become pretty less relevant as the game goes on, and I can like make like a 5/5 or have
Sure.
a Gearhulk in play. And I think it's like pretty good to use them when they're still like kind of important to counter. I think
Right.
they're always. I think they're always decently important to counter because it's like a 4/4 cantrip. But like here, like I'm not necessarily in a position to just not cast a counter on it.
I definitely negate this. I think you had, like, a dispute or something?
I have
or-
Gus. I don't love this. It's like I think
What do you-
negate plus an escape or Uro is going to be much more powerful. I guess you're spending your mana, which is good because you don't have infinite.
I don't have a land, the thing is, right? So I can't, like,
But you can
guarantee...
still you can't Uro anyway. Yeah, it's probably fine. I don't know.
I can't Uro, and I can't guaranteed go escape plus negate, so I definitely wanted to, like, try to spend the negate here.
I think the negate works out well for you if it ever bites another answer from me. And based on my willingness to rewind it, that's interesting. So yeah, it's good.
Wait, did I escape here? No, I... Omnath, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
No? What?
You Omnath, right? Oh, you did
I-
escape.
What?
Yeah, that seems a little crazy to me.
There's just zero reason to do this. I 100% am supposed to Omnath.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That was just
I think-
super...
Rewind Gusty and Omnath definitely leans towards me having another counter spell. I didn't actually, but I drew it. But I do think it does lean to me having one anyway.
Right.
So yeah. Yeah, I mean, jamming isn't the worst thing in the world. You do need, but yeah, I agree. You don't need to really.
Yeah, like Omnath cantrips, you probably have to counter it. I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
I think that was 100% supposed to Omnath there.
yeah, and like if you cantrip, and then you can hit a land for a row.
How do you feel about Omnath versus Uro here?
Which are you can only, yeah, I think you just play the Omnath.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah,
That's where
yeah,
I would
I don't
double check.
I don't really see what the Euro does. Like both are just kind of cantrips.
Right.
I guess if you hit a land, you can escape Uro, but if you hit a land off Omnath, then you're also kind of doing things. If you hit like
Sure.
a couple lands.
Yeah, like if I hit the green source off of Omnath, I can Uro anyways. Like just the one in my hand.
Yeah.
Like I could have.
I like escaping here.
Yeah. Same.
I, I was on 0 cards, right? Or was I on 1?
It says 2 in hand.
Well, like when I countered your thing last turn, did I?
Oh, I think you like cycled something.
Yeah. So I'm on 2 draws for a counter. Yeah, you had. I was trying to see if it was like a math thing, or you could piece together my hand based on
Yeah,
game
no.
information.
You
Eh,
have,
I
like,
think it was
2
just.
draws that I have no idea what they
I
are.
think they were 2 random draws, so I think jamming's
Yeah.
good there.
Wait, you didn't play a land though, so that
Um.
you didn't play a land, which like tells me you have a counter. Maybe I am supposed to Uro there instead of escape.
Um. I don't think so. I think like Uros is something I can let resolve, and this gives me like chances to draw into a dig through time and stuff.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah,
I'm pretty confident in the escape. You have a lot of action at this point, and like I think you just want to do things before I get lucky, or it's like spike a dig.
Yeah.
And this attack is good.
I thought for like a second about not attacking, but then I realized I don't actually care at all if
Yeah,
they
you have
trade.
another Omnath.
Like if you have a 5/5 shark, then there's some consideration for not attacking. But with a 4/4,
I don't attack into I don't think you attack into the 5/5, but like.
Here I Omnath again, which I think makes sense.
Yeah. It just like does the most of all the cards in your hand.
Sure. And here I finally found the second green,
Yeah.
so I'm able to escape Uro now.
Yeah, I think you should just. If you spike to land off of Spiral there, do you get to escape Omnath? I mean, escape Uro? Am I? No.
No, I do
You're
not.
not.
Because 2 of it is useless.
No, if you had an untapped land, I guess you get to. Like an untapped blue or green.
Yes, untap blue.
I think
or
that's
green.
enough upside to go for it. Like, they're both going to be pretty similar on subsequent turns. And, like, the castle does represent some. Like, every turn I do get some extra things. So I think I would have spiraled. Personally. I don't know. I think this is, like, a lot of upside out of 2 cards where there aren't really distinguishable upside on any other turns other than a single mana.
It's actually not even blue or green. It has to be untapped green is the thing.
Untapped
That's not
green? Can't it be untapped? It could be blue
No.
or green, right?
No. I only have 1 green left.
Oh,
Like I have 3 mana and I'm using the 1 green for Spiral or for Uro. So that leaves me with a blue, and then like Omnath trigger gives me green blue. So I need untapped green.
So, how many forests do you play? Do you have your deck?
So that's 4 forests.
Yeah,
2...
I think you go for it. I think there's enough.
That's actually that's a good point.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I did not think about the
Yeah,
fact
it's
that
kind of weird. I'm curious to see what you hit. I don't remember.
I hit a... Oh,
That's funny.
That's funny.
Yeah, I think I would have
Yeah.
died on the spot there.
that's hilarious.
Because
Wow.
my hands here is a shark, and I don't like. It would have been a lot tougher. Justice.
Yeah, wow. I
Yeah.
did not remember that at all. Wow, if I had just gone for it, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, like, it is like not particularly likely, but at the same time, like, I just think like the value of the spiral and the Uro are so inconsequential on the other turns, whereas there is actually like different.
Yeah, I mean,
value.
I have the temple gardens, the stomping grounds,
Yeah.
the fabled passages and the forests, and the no, I totally should have done that.
Huh. Interesting.
Wow, I totally missed that. That's
Yeah. Did anything interesting happen that turn? Did you just like escape an Uro into a counter?
Yep.
That makes sense. Like, it's like the best. Like, you essentially traded. You couldn't double spell, and you traded while there. I mean, I guess you can again. and then maybe double spell. But that seems bad. I think you're trying to like run me out of stuff, not necessarily mana.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was. I thought about it for a while whether I want to Ugin into try to like go retreat and Uro in the same turn. But I can always go like retreat plus Uro.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. You can the Uro just like is an option the following. Yeah. That I kind of
Right.
forgot about that. That makes sense. You can still Uro.
I retreat here. That makes sense to me. That seems
Yeah.
good.
Like my deck just like doesn't beat the card.
Yeah, you just toss here. I think I lead on to Fairy, definitely. When I drew double to Fairy, I thought I was in a really good spot.
Yeah. That's what this like entire game looks like, but like I don't know, it's interesting.
And then you just had like the counter into Gear Hulk counter, which was
Yeah. It was really good.
this was because you just need like double counter here, right? I guess you technically have a Locked activation that leaves you with how much
Yeah,
is
you know,
Locked
you obviously jam. I don't think there's like merit to not jamming.
Yeah.
You can
No,
like
yeah,
attack with both your creatures pre-combat, I guess.
Well, I
Nothing's
wanted
bad.
to
Because you get the
first
bats.
because
No. Yeah, I think you just jam.
if the
Like,
Fairy resolved, it's just
you're not in a
lethal.
particularly awful spot against double counter anyway.
Yeah.
And you honestly like can attack into most non-Gear Hulk cards.
Now,
Did I have a rewind in my graveyard? Did I have a rewind in my
Uh,
graveyard there?
You cast Sinister Sabotage. You did have a rewind.
Did I just like miss a Vantress activation?
Oh yeah, you got a surveil instead of a activation. Yep.
Sure. Okay. I didn't notice that last game, but
So the way like because one of the cards you had was Gear Hulk, if I just attack first, do you Gear Hulk right away?
I guess no anyway. So yeah. I don't think so. I mean I would just go to like I would probably hieroglyphic and try and eat both your creatures actually. But then
Wait,
like your Teferis don't necessarily win you the game.
I think if I attack first, you have to Gear Hulk because otherwise you take 4 and then like you're in range of dying to an Omnath
Yeah.
shot.
So I think I would flashback draw 2 from the Gear Hulk there.
Oh, what do you have? Oh, you have a hieroglyphic?
Yeah.
Right, okay, makes sense.
I think I would draw 2, try and eat both your creatures, and then I guess your thing would be resolve Ugin.
But then at that point, Gear Hulk is 6, so you're still left with.
Oh, you couldn't cast Ugin at that point. You had 7 mana. I think jamming pre-combat.
I think double Teferi pre-combat makes sense.
Yeah, because like I eat both your creatures, you can like Teferi minus on the shark, and I just kill your Teferi, and you have no creatures.
Now I decide to attack because I just have like nothing left.
Yeah.
Wait, do I not attack here?
No, because you didn't have the mana boost, and I think I agree. I think it gives me.
Right. I just attack next turn. Yeah, and nothing changes.
Yeah, and there I locked land.
Here, I left this land in hand. That seems good. Yep.
Yeah, I think like the big things this game were like some early like not jamming Omnaths, and some the growth spiral.
Yeah, I mean, if I just growth spiral that turn and like end up finding a green source, I don't always find a green source, but in the situation where I do, I am in a very good spot. Yeah.
Percentage points.
I did not. I watched the replay of this, and I just
it's like weird. I honestly said it and assumed you couldn't, and I just like didn't feel like counting myself. So
sure.
That's interesting.
I may be supposed to attack with Earl before trying to ultimatum here. I can like draw on a gate.
Yeah, I think if your ultimatum resolves, you can say ultimatum resolves is win the game, and
Yes.
if your ultimatum gets countered, you escape a row anyway.
Sure. Yeah,
so
I totally.
It's just optimal.
Yep.
Just attack first.
Oh, I did attack.
Wow, smart player on.
It's funny when you like start.
Yeah, I do that all the time. Where I'm like, I was gonna do something, and I'm like, oh, I was actually just very smart.
Do I have mana to spiral plus? Yeah. Wait, do I? That's 1, 2, 4, 8. Yeah, so I should have spiraled first, which I did not do. I was thinking that like my follow-up would be just escape Uro, but I guess trying to find like a negate off the spiral is more important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I
So I
found
checked
another.
out there.
Hmm?
Yeah, I checked out there, but yeah, that makes sense.
Cool. Yeah, I spiral first. I should attack with Uro.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to lead on Uro attack before anything here.
Yeah, for sure.
I guess you don't actually have enough cards to escape, so there's actually like downside.
I mean,
But one card might even be better. Like the Uro's pretty checked by the shark, and you have so many cards that win the game.
yeah, all the Uro does is like you can't attack with your Gear Hulk, which is worth so little, I think.
Yeah, and I already like I'm inclined to not because of Teferi. I'd still probably attack him, but like, and you're
Right.
getting 4 turn. Yeah, I agree. You attack first there. It's just like it becomes specific things that matter. I think the rest of this game's
Yeah, and
uninteresting.
like once you get the dig and
Yeah.
you have a Gear Hulk to flash back the dig, I think, right?
Nah.
Do you just have a big shark here or something? Oh, it's like a double shark, I believe.
Yeah, it's just like counters and guard advantage or something.
Yeah. You kill the Uro.
I was really close to misclicking with the Gear Hulk there. I'm pretty sure if I remember.
Yeah, I was hoping you would. It was super weird because it looked like you were going to make
Yeah,
that
no,
block.
click the wrong one, snap off the block of it.
Yeah.
Did you play a land when you didn't need to this turn?
Oh, I should have been paying more attention to that.
So no, because you have a land off here, so you can use it.
Yeah.
Wait.
Wait, do I?
Oh, I've already taken the damage here. No, I missed that. I already taken the damage. No, I think you did things right. I might have.
And I end up, no. I end up with a stomping ground. I think there were several points like earlier in the game where I didn't necessarily need to play the land. I could have just kept it in hand to eventually try to get an Omnath trigger off of it. But I don't know like what the trade-off on that is, like getting more mana versus potentially getting a third land drop at some point. It's weird. Yeah, then you Gear Hulk, counter, and like the game is just over.
Yeah. All right, that was interesting. I don't know.
Yeah, for
Some
sure.
weird things, like sometimes like improvement is like you find like little things you can do better, and like you build on them, even if it's not like a macro sense.
Yeah, definitely. Like, beyond a certain point, like getting better is super slow. In general, finding like even tiny percentages is worth a lot.
Yeah. All right. That's cool.
Yeah.